Rejoined by the head football coach at the University of Tulsa, Philip Montgomery, as he joins us here in the eye of the hurricane in Tulsa or coach, as we go to defense now. Give me your characterization of what you saw in the spring practices from your D.
I thought those guys did a tremendous job of really retaining a lot of knowledge and continuing to be able to move forward with it. Coach Gillespie really sped up their installation. I thought those guys handled it extremely well. Most importantly, you're seeing guys fly around to the football. We know we've got a lot of talented guys back. We know we graduated some talented guys as well. But we feel like our depth and our experience on the defensive side is really, really good right now. You feel like we've got that experience in depth in the right spots. We've still got some guys, obviously, that have got to make some moves, and I think that will happen. But we're excited about the future and what our defense is going to bring.
And you had guys that graduated on that defensive line. Travis Gibson, of course, was such a star for you. But boy, if you look at the depth that you have on that defensive line, you're still rolling 5, 6, 7 guys that have seen play on that defensive line. So it looks healthy.
Yeah, we're still excited about our D line. Obviously, losing Travis graduation-wise, he had such a tremendous career here, and Shamar as well. Those two are going to be tough to replace. But like we've talked about before, 2 years ago, when I talk about Travis Gibson, everybody was like, yeah, okay, who is that? And then all of a sudden he started turning heads with his play. I think we have some young guys kind of falling into that same grouping right now that you're going to look up and say, wow, where did he come from? And so our older guys that have a ton of experience, whether you're talking about Cullen, you're talking about Jackson Player, Big Cat, those guys that have seen significant playing time up front, as those guys lead the group, these young guys are going to just keep coming on. And I think they're going to be a really strong group to handle.
And Anthony Goodlow is a guy that, to me, was a special team star last year for you and showed up there a lot in last year's, in last season. And now he's a defensive end for you. Really athletic, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's a kid that played safety in high school, kind of moved him all over the field, can really run, can bend. As you said, has played significant roles for us on special teams and played and got quite a few defensive reps, but a kid that I think has got all the talent to just keep coming on and really be a difference maker for us this year.
And, Coach, it's kind of a broken record, and this is the way college football is. Guys who are tremendous players like Cooper Edmiston, they leave a hole there, and yet in the linebacking core you have a bunch of guys that have experience. And how is that kind of shaping up, or at least in your mind shaping up as you go into next year?
Yeah, we've had a lot of talks about it because obviously Cooper was you knew what you were getting out of Cooper every week. As a starter, he averaged, every year he had over 100 tackles, and you knew that consistency that he was and could bring to the table, making calls, getting guys aligned, doing the things that you have to do as a Mike linebacker. Those things are hard to replace. Yet those are the same things that were being said when Trent Martin left, and Cooper was going to have to step in for him, and obviously Cooper's done a good job of that. We've got several linebackers that got a lot of experience, that have started a lot of games, that have played in a lot of games. So we're looking at different scenarios and combinations of guys. We feel like we've got a pretty good idea of the way we think it's going to play itself out, but we want to give guys an opportunity to compete, go win that job, and making sure that we've got the best, really 3 linebackers on the field to give us the best opportunity to be explosive and to stop that run and do the things that we've got to do.
And you have linebackers that appear to be pretty versatile, playing different positions, guys that can go one side or the other, right?
Yeah, we really do. You saw Johansi last year. He played the wheel, he played the star, he even played a little bit of Mike. Zaven's been primarily the wheel, played a little bit of Mike, but Zaven can do so many things coming off the edge in blitz packages, but also so athletic when he drops into coverage. He's just a special player. Trayvon got quite a bit of playing time last year as Diamond battled a few injuries here and there. Robert Revels, Grant Sawyer, I'm sorry. But there's been guys that have just, every time they've gotten a chance to get in there and play, they've made plays for us. They want to be multifaceted and be able to play multiple spots so that we're being able to, take certain things away versus this team or that team, and being able to use all those weapons that we have at our disposal.
Yeah, and Zaven Collins obviously is a year wiser and a guy that's just been such a tremendous player for you through his first 2 years, right?
No, he really has. And again, you're talking about a guy that when he got out of high school, he was playing free safety and playing quarterback. He's only been playing linebacker for just a couple of years now. So every chance he's got to step on the field, practice field, in the film room, he's got a chance to get better. And he's just learning and absorbing more and more each and every time.
And speaking of safety, your secondary appears to be in really good hands, including your nickels and your free safeties and your corners and all that. Your length and athleticism is as good as you probably ever had it to you.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, losing Reggie is tough because Reggie had a tremendous year. I think because of Caleb got injured early in the season, people have kind of forgot about Caleb. And to be able to have a Caleb and Ollie back and those guys with the experience to play the corner spots, length, speed, physicality, then you got some guys behind them in Tyon and Ryan and others that have really, I think, come on, played a little bit in some games, but I think these guys are really going to come on and do some significant things this year. As you look at the safeties, it's going to be hard to replace Manny and Brandon. Both of those guys, Manny especially with all the experience that he had, and then Brandon, just the way we used him and all the coverage elements that he was able to perform for us, did a tremendous job. But, I think Kendarian Ray is going to be a really special player before it's all said and done. And then as we start moving some of those guys around a little bit, giving guys unique opportunities to get reps and compete at the other spot, I think we're going to find that the cream rises to the top. And when you think about the nickel safeties, well, Christian Williams and Bryson and Daquan, I mean, all of those guys are all back. And they do a tremendous job of being that combo player for us, playing the box, playing into coverage, being involved in the blitz packages. It's just a unique position for us.
Coach, I would assume that of all of the different groupings, special teams would be one where you would have loved to have had an entire spring to kind of work on. Your most experienced guy is your deep snapper, Adam Higuera, who's just been great for you. But how about the other positions?
Yeah, Adam's done a tremendous job. I mean, he stepped in from day one as a freshman, and he's started every game since then. So he just provides that security blanket that you got to have, the trust that's going to happen with that. Tom's going to be hard to replace. Tom did a tremendous job for us. But we have a punter that's been with us this whole year that has been getting work. I think we have a lot of faith and confidence in what he's going to be able to bring to the table. And Lachlan is, I think, a tremendous asset for us. Be able to allow us to do maybe a few other things from a punt standpoint, whether we want to start rugbying some, moving him some. He brings the capabilities of doing some of that as well. Kicker-wise, Zach handled all of our kickoff duties, but we've obviously have a battle going on right now, or did have a battle going on in spring ball, but that battle was going to continue come fall camp-wise with the signing of our high school kicker coming in. And we'll see. I know he's got a tremendous leg. You're going to ask a lot of him, but I think he is up to the challenge, and we're excited about getting him there. And then having Cannon back holding is pretty special because the combination between him and Adam is unique, and they do a great job of handling that and giving our kickers just great confidence in knowing that ball is going to get down and giving them what they need to perform their task.
Coach, really appreciate you taking the time to go through the team over these 3 segments and Just one final thought out there to the Tulsa football fans. As we all kind of hang together and get ready for football in the fall, what would be your message to the TU fans out there?
Well, first of all, stay safe, and we are thinking about y'all and praying that you are safe and healthy, and wishing you all the best from that standpoint. I'm so excited about our upcoming season with the players that we've got coming back, the schedule that we've got in front of us. I think it has the potential to be a tremendous year for us. We're going to need your work and your support to come out, help us, come cheer us on, especially when they take down some of these sanctions and we're able to get back out into the public and get an opportunity to go spend some of that family time at the ball game and cheering for your Golden Hurricane and being a part of such a magical spot within our community and a part of our city.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.